Hello. Before beginning today's topic, I'd like to share with you that you are a genius, you are special, you mean the world, and you are loved. Today's topic is a thought is a grain of sand. The reason that we believe a thought is reality when we have it is because the size of the neocortex is about 40% of the brain, and it relates that thought into chemicals that we then begin to feel. And the brain is so seductive that it's going to feel those chemicals and then your body's going to relate that information to your brain, and your brain's going to say, wow, yeah, you know, I'm going to keep producing these chemicals because I really am anxious or sad or even happy if it's on the positive side. So the important thing here is two things. Understand that each thought, we don't have to act on every single thought that comes through. And on the later side, understand the power that our thoughts have. So let's get into the less complicated. Just let thoughts be. A thought is a grain of sand. I made a video previously, and that video was saying a thought, a THOUGHT, is a THOT. Now, I've switched that around to say a thought is a grain of sand, but it is really, really important to understand this because, for one, you're not giving yourself those thoughts. So, if you're constantly living your life, let's imagine this. Around my head, there's thoughts flowing around. There's always thoughts. And I'm moving, right? So as I move, there's this like holographic circle that is going through my mind, right? And I'm going to decide where to go based on the thoughts that are brought to me. So what does that mean? I am stuck in this holographic thought train. So we sit back and we're like, man, why didn't I get the job? Or why is my life like this? Well, are you consciously affecting your life? Are you consciously like showing your brain where you want to go, how you want to feel? Chances are probably not. So the thing here is, yes, take thoughts with a grain of sand. The ones that are dangerous or that are bring emotions of fear, like don't pay attention to negative thoughts, and don't pay attention to thoughts that also, make you want to be so happy that you go jump off a building, or don't trust your friends. Like, if you're going to make a critical change in your life, you have to emotionalize. You have to think with your emotions. You have to say, like, what emotion is going to be the outcome of this. So don't think based on the confines of this thought, because your life's never going to change. Now, to the more complex side of this topic. A negative thought, let me digress. If I sit here, think of all the things that I have wrong in my life, or think of a future worst case scenario, because the size of the neocortex, I will begin to chemically feel those thoughts. So if I'm thinking of a worst case scenario, I'm going to become and start living and experiencing feelings of chemicals of these stress hormones, anxiety, anger, sadness, fear, just because the size of the neocortex, a negative thought starts releasing those chemicals. But let's not get caught up on this because this is something that we already know. Let's look at the flip side. If a negative thought has negative outcome, do positive thoughts have positive outcomes? The answer is absolutely yes, and this is where I want us to get. This is what I want us to understand. Now, there's a way to become 100% conscious that doesn't take your brain, it doesn't take you to be, telling yourself, I love myself, I love myself, I love myself. No. Although that is a good trampoline, your heart is the key. Your heart is what you've been looking for. And the place of unity, of oneness, where you can choose the emotion, the sensation, the elevated emotion that you want to feel and feel it. It's that easy. You see, like, my eyes just like brighten up. Well, that's because it is that easy to live from the heart and to feel what you want to feel, and it does not take your brain. So, this video is to tell us to take each thought with a grain of sand. If we want to act, we have to now think about what emotion is going to be the outcome. And lastly, to accept that our thoughts neurochemically can have an effect on us. Every being on the planet has a stress response. We have a deer, it's being chased by a tiger, it outruns that tiger, it's back to grazing. That deer is going to become, it's going to be in homeostasis. But human beings, we are built to remember these stress situations and constantly be repeating them because we don't know how to consciously feel something else. So that's why I'm here, and that's why my family's here. I'll get into that at the end of the video, but we don't know how to break out of this stress response. And when you're in stress response for a long time, well, you're opening the door for disease. The stress response, when you're in the stress response, your brain and heart are not coherent. So to fuse yourself, to go back into a coherent, to brain and heart balance, you have to start becoming conscious. I invite you to join my family. My family is built on individuals that live from the heart, that are experts, teachers, masters at teaching others how to live from the heart. And this membership also comes with 2 meditations daily, a weekly meditation and a monthly meditation. Now, I hope this video has been inspiring, has inspired you to break out of your paradigm, to start influencing yourself, to feel what that future situation is going to feel ahead of the actual experience. The hardest thing is to feel right now what it feels like to have that car that you want. Ignite that happiness today. Step into your future. Now you begin to rewire and refire and rewire and unwire old neural pathways and begin to recreate your brain. Neuroplasticity is a beautiful thing, and it's something that's available to all of us. So share this video with your loved ones, share this video with your family and friends, and comment below. What is your best way to consciously be affecting your life? What is the best way that you have found to push aside your thoughts and start consciously impacting your life? And also share with me what topics you'd like to hear about in the future. And with that, I hope to see you on the brighter side. Goodbye.